Hello, patrons. Welcome to the post show here for episode 6. Bronze was letting us know that she's too cool for us now as
Way too
the backstage AEW or what do you call someone that goes to an AEW show? An AEWer? That doesn't sound right.
I don't even know what that
an
is.
An AEW? It's a wrestling. It's like WWE, but good, I think.
Okay.
I'll take your word for it.
Max, are you a wrestling fan while you're looking at your phone? Don't look at your phone.
Actually, I was looking up how I can get some wrestling tickets. That's exactly what I was doing.
We're not sponsored by
like
AEW.
wrestling.
What do you mean?
I'm not like hardcore into to wrestling. I don't like actively follow it, but like to go to a live wrestling show, like I would absolutely do that.
It's probably pretty fun, right?
Yeah.
A lot of Riz at the wrestling scene, you know?
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
Just like massive.
I bet there's a person called Riz.
The Rizzler.
I don't know about that. I don't know about the Rizzler, but I know there's got to be someone called. Look, if you want to talk about late 90s, early 2000s wrestling, I got you.
That's the Coxman.
I can do all of that.
Oh, yeah.
I can regale you with
Sting
Stone
and
Cold stories.
Yeah.
Oh,
got Sting and Stone Cold and The Undertaker and all. Yeah. Watch that shit
Yeah,
too.
I can do the whole. I can do that whole thing. Paul Bearer. I got the
Paul
whole
Bearer,
vibe,
the
man.
fucking wasn't
Paul
that guy
Bearer was
the lumberjack or the wasn't there a lumberjack guy back in the day?
There was Mick Foley had like kind of a lumberjack.
Well, he
vibe.
just had
wore flannel.
the flannel, yeah. But then he turned into Sacco.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And Cactus Jack. He was 3 people.
That's
Look,
true.
I got it all. There's a time period where I can tell you all about wrestling, but there's a moment where it's like, I don't know, after 2005, I got nothing for you. I couldn't tell you what was going on in that world.
Well, and you've been wrestling with the flu. How do you feel?
Nice segue.
I feel awful.
Well, thank you for staying awake, on board, attentive throughout the show.
I tried.
You at least got some medicine. You hopped up on some medicine at all?
Just Dayquil. I've just been drinking a lot of Dayquil. No oregano, but
gotta be careful.
Not for everybody.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting better. It's just taking a long time. It's been like I've been sick for almost 2 weeks now, so it's just very slow.
That's just the worst. Yeah. Well, we appreciate you being here. We got one more week to go. So if it turns into a 5-week sickness, you only got 1 week left. Hopefully that's not the case though.
Yeah.
But yeah, next week is final week here for Crew 1.
Yeah.
Bronze is destined to kill us all now. I was the first to go, and you guys are next at the start of week 6?
Yeah.
7? I think it's 7. I think next
7,
week is 7, yeah.
Already
I didn't realize it was possible for us to have like death flags in a tabletop RPG, but I feel like now that you're introducing like crews, and it's like, oh, this next one's the last episode, then it's like, great, we're mid combat, like going into the last episode.
Yeah, we're gonna be
super
fine.
good. We just went to another realm and have no way out.
Yeah,
it's
we're gonna be fine.
That's how she prevents the other crews from like coming across any of us while we're because we're gonna be trapped inside the tree. Yeah. No one will be able to see us.
That would actually be kind of a fun ending if we just got stuck behind the Fey realm until we decided to play again.
Yep.
We can't stay here for too long.
Why's that? Oh, right, because whatever's happening to us is happening.
We don't know why we can't stay here for too long, but we were told that.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what that. I don't know. We found one of the bodies though. I forgot what the actual specifics are for.
Well, there was one east, one north, and there's a guy. You found the body of the dude east, so there's clearly someone north beyond the guy that we're fighting, right? I would imagine.
Yeah. So hopefully you guys can just. I mean, I would assume Anne's going to cast heal on me, so I'll be back up. And it sounds like the person okay. Well, it sounds like the person that Marin just shot is grievously wounded because she hit for a lot there. I think it was like 18 damage or something. So
I would imagine she would end us on a boss fight, though, right? Like, not like who.
Well, we're probably gonna fight Sovaruz, the childhood friend of mine. Sonaruz. He was the guy that let us go the first time because I did that suggestion spell and it worked. So I would imagine that's probably going to be the boss fight before we leave this area.
The real boss was the rolls.
Yeah, we just rolled poorly. We were fine on everything else, and then combat hit, and
everything just went.
Yeah,
we just didn't.
None of us hit except for Marin.
I thought no.
And the bear.
Didn't Red hit?
I did.
Red hit once, and the bear hit once.
Just Marin.
Max, you just missed every time, so that's why you think everyone missed.
Everybody missed. It was just I miss after miss after miss.
You're just Eldritch blasting the air. That's all you did, Max. All episode.
Yeah.
That smoked a lot of oregano.
Mm-hmm. That was fun.
Yeah.
Great plot
that
twist.
Was one of those,
Loved it.
It's another one of those things where it was like, I was just going to play it off as a joke. And then.
Why don't you and Jesse just were like, yeah, fuck it. We're going to smoke weed for the first
I didn't smoke.
He was just chill with it. He was cool with it.
I'm
He
just
talked
cool
about
with it,
how
man.
he was, open to, and then he's got some real good shit.
Yeah, back in the woods.
Well, actually,
You'd have
Tell me.
Bronze is the one that started that, actually. Because she started it with
true.
Anne.
Bronze did it. I did a thing where I was
With,
like, like just to give the option to retcon it. And then she was like, no, you're smoking this weed. I'm like, okay.
Well, no, she started it before that with Anne when the inspector showed up to look for weed.
That was normal. That was fine. That was fine. But then she actually brought it into no, you actually are smoking weed. I was like, okay, I'll go with that.
Yeah. Just got
or oregano.
A weed smoking or a oregano smoking goblin.
It was a beautiful combo too, establishing, further solidifying that Blibble can't read Dwarvish, which is like pretty much common at least in the city. And then that he's smoking weed and then being like, oh yeah, it says oregano on there and he just can't read it. So he just assumed that it was weed from wherever he got it from.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's great. And then Anne got to experience the chaos that was episode 5 when she wasn't here. We went around the city, Anne, for 3 hours and just caused a bunch of mayhem and pissed off a bunch of people. And we did all the it was a holiday episode is what it really
Kind of
was.
turned into a holiday episode, yeah.
Yeah, very tropey. Stood in line for the secret or the one gift that everyone wanted, which was for some reason food. Meats from this
Went to
place.
Petridge Farm. Yeah. That's great.
It was like a specialty, like meats, cheese, and bread kind of stand that was serving holiday dishes that people liked, and we were trying to get specifically for the person that was helping us, the healer. Person.
Yeah. For Ruby, cartographer.
He's an Asimar, I believe. Yeah. And she wanted to get a gift for Barnaby, who was the dickbag in the tavern.
The dwarf
has a thing with him for some reason.
Yeah.
And it led to Red basically sort of working for the food stand. he was giving out cheeses and stuff because we were holding up the line because we're like, which one's good? And so people kept just getting pissed. And then he just decided.
I think in the end we just got them all. I don't like just got a basket of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. We settled on like a basket that was popular of a bunch of different things.
Yeah. It was a busy episode, to say the least. And then
we had a whole,
Max outed you and Sable to everyone as well.
Yeah,
that literally was just like, I think that if memory serves, it was just like, I think Blibble offhandedly mentioned that he was woken up like by a bird or something. Mentioned a bird, you know what I mean? Because it was like odd to him. And then Marin was like, "What? She had someone there? What?" And then it just spiraled from there.
Yeah.
And Blibble be like, I'm not saying,
Yeah.
So naturally, yes, I spilled everything.
That's fine.
It was just pulled out of me. A lot of assumptions made that happened to be somewhat true.
It worked out. The bigger question,
some good RP.
Anne, was did you have that cheese thing and how was it before you got sick?
Aligo, I had it twice actually. We went to like
a
Christmas
photo
market.
or a video.
Well, I saw the video you sent us. Yeah. But that looked. Were you just like on a street? Was that a street food thing or?
They have like a Christmas market in a park, so there's little stands.
God damn.
Like wooden stands set up. They have that. They have Have you ever seen those videos of where they have the big wheel of like Parmesan and then
Uh-huh.
they
Yeah.
put
Yeah, yeah.
pasta in the
Yeah,
Parmesan wheel
yeah.
and
Oh,
like
yeah.
They were doing
yeah.
that.
So we had that too.
What
They
the
had that too.
fuck?
Yep. They have like hot wine, hot apple
Mulled
juice,
wine.
Like a mulled
all sorts
wine
of
with
candies
the, oh my
and
God.
chocolate.
Was
Yeah.
it snowing while you were eating all this?
Pretty good. No, it was actually pretty warm there. It was like warmer
Mm.
than it's supposed to be.
What?
It was-
Global warming's real? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So, but it was great. It was like that was the one of 2 days of my vacation that I was not
You
sick.
weren't sick? Yeah.
So I
Wow.
got to enjoy that, and then
That's awful.
that was it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's the worst.
Not a
Yeah.
good thing.
That's okay.
But
At least it was
you
like
took a while
I've
ago.
been there before, and I've like met my partner's family before and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
this wasn't
so
the
it wasn't
first
like
trip.
my first
That'd
time.
be worse. Yeah, if it was the first time.
and it
so
wasn't like
that
we were
big of a
going
bummer.
to like the Bahamas and then I got sick.
Did
It
they
was
get
we were just
sick?
visiting family.
Or is it just you?
They were all sick.
Oh,
Her niece is sick. Her
God.
nephew's sick.
Oof.
Sister's sick. The mom's sick. It's like
Did you get sick
the whole
from them or they
family's
get sick from you?
I don't know. I think that,
Well,
it's-
I mean, in
the
France,
kids
you
were-
all just spit in each other's mouth, Max. So that's
Right.
why everyone just gets
course.
sick over there. It's weird.
Is that what
They
happens
were,
there,
like,
JP?
Yeah, it's a
all-
French thing. It's weird.
Uh-huh.
they were all pretty much sick before I got there, but I don't know if I like got sick from. I went to Texas to see family, so I don't know if I got it sick from that, and then
Right.
just got more sick.
It's hard to
What?
track that back.
Who
Yeah, you
knows?
might have caught something on the way there and then it just
Yeah.
took hold when
Yeah.
you were actually there.
Yeah. Yikes.
How are the French? How did they treat you?
While
Great.
sick.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, I mean, we didn't really go. We couldn't really go anywhere because I was sick.
Yeah.
And we just hung out with her family, and it was good. It was a good opportunity to practice my French, and I talked to strangers in French, which was
Whoa.
a big
Wow.
milestone for
Whoa.
me.
Wow.
Crazy.
Strangers.
Yeah.
You shouldn't do that.
Very brave.
It's not very smart.
Just in general, not even in French. Just don't do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone is stranger
Yeah.
danger. That's rule number 1.
I told a story on my stream about how I was waiting for my partner to come out of the restroom, and some random French dude came up and started talking to me, and I was able to like talk. Yeah, I was able to like talk back to him in French, but it was like one of those people that you don't really want to talk to, but because it was not my first
Right.
language, I couldn't be like, get away from me, weirdo, So I just
Uh-huh.
talked to him, and she came out and was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?
Was he
was
rizzed out
just
of his
like,
mind?
Bye." He was just one of those weirdos. It was in a mall. He's okay. To set the scene.
Give
he's
us
one of
the
those
full
people-
scene. We need to know.
One of those older, like adult guys who hangs out near a public restroom in a mall, a shopping mall, and then approaches
So an
someone
absolute-
standing by themselves.
Just an absolute awful, disgusting person.
Is one of those types of guys. Yeah.
Is
So
what I'm hearing. Okay.
yeah, and so my
Basically-
partner, after we left, was like, "What was he? Was he weird? Like, what was he doing?" And I was like, "I don't know, but I practiced my French, so whatever."
That works, I guess.
Give that guy the old bronze. Just
Yeah. It looks like she's
Yeah, I mean, if it-
actually
if I were
admitting
in the
she's like a
US
Vulcan or something there.
a little bit. There's a slight separation. It's not in the right
she is a
spot.
Vulcan.
There, she's doing one of these, but it's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
one of these. Can you all do this, by the way? We're not going to talk about the show.
Oh, I
Is
can do
good?
this, but I can't do
Yeah.
whatever you were just doing. That like thing where you
Huh?
Oh,
that I can't do
Huh?
that.
Can you
It's
go
really easy.
between
I
them?
Just my
maybe?
can't do
index
that. I can do this. I can
you
double
can't do it
this.
with your
but I
index
can't-
finger?
Hey, hold on, I got
You're
it
doing
with
it right
this.
now.
Your pinky
We're
wants
doing
to
it right
move,
now.
huh?
I got it with this one. Feeling good.
All right. No more gang signs,
This
please.
is the weirdest post show ever. Well, I don't know what's happening.
Look, it's all over. Crew 1's coming to an end. All right. We're off the rails. That's how
Yeah,
it
it's
goes.
what
like,
happens after that?
the end of the year
Like, so
in
there's
high
gonna
school.
be crew 2, right? But
Uh-huh.
then does crew 1 come back in like, somewhere down the line?
What
I don't
if you guys just showed up for an episode whenever you wanted?
Right.
We just have
Whatever you
on.
wanted. I don't know if that's conducive.
You just
to
mess.
what
I'll
Bronze wants
probably
to do.
Whenever-
message you guys and say like, "Hey, you want to show up this week?" And then they might show up this week.
Whenever you want it, and bronze allows it.
Yeah. But yeah, the general gist is that 5 members, including Bronze, is the maximum. Although I guess 6 as well because we had Blizz. But sometimes it can get a little too chaotic depending on who the crew's in. But Anyways, crew 2 will have, I guess I could say this, crew 2 is going to have 3 players in bronze. So there will be people jumping in. I would assume that you guys are going to return at one point or the other for an episode or something like that when things are not super crazy in y'all's world and kind of just go down that path. And then maybe down the line we have like an episode or 2 where it's, it's us, it's crew 1 over again. Something like that. So just
I think it's probably
mixing
a
and
world where
matching.
we don't just stop existing,
Yeah.
right? It's
Yeah.
more just like shifting
Right.
focus, like you would even in a regular show, like shifting focus to a different scene. This is just shifting focus
Right.
to a different like group of happenings.
Yeah.
Unless group 2 is better than us, in which case no one
Then we'll
will.
which case
never,
then we
then
get-
you're
yeah,
never
right.
going to be
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
We'll call you. We'll call you.
I've been there. Yeah, I get it.
Mhm.
So, yeah, and you're welcome back whenever you like. You just let me know. And
Okay.
Bronze likes it as well.
Cool.
That's where we're going to
I'm
go.
trying to think of anything else that happened specifically in the show other than terrible rolls. Oh yeah, I guess the my demon
The
showing
demon
himself
showed up. Yeah.
appearing.
Mhm.
What did you
Couldn't
write down
remember their name. I
initially in his
just
notes?
I wrote like Scrungy or something. I knew those letters were in there, like SCOR, something. I just had it wrong. It's Scoria. Scoria.
Scoria. is-
Scoria. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I needed to quickly note take, so I was like, Scrungy or whatever their name is wants you to.
Yeah, you have a side mission now. Are you going to do it?
Yeah, that's a tough side mission.
Well, I mean, I think
Might
she
just-
was referring to me in the side mission.
What?
You're supposed to befriend
Talk
me
to you?
to help you. Yeah. That's the
guess
way
so.
I took it. I didn't say anything.
That makes sense. That makes a lot more sense than. I mean, we're currently fighting the people I'm supposed to have parlay with. So yeah, I guess the easiest would be
Right.
either way, it's still going to be weird. We just murdered. If we successfully, do this, we murder them. Hopefully, these are just lower. I'm assuming they're lower foot soldier kind of fae.
Yeah.
But either case, it's like, hey. Anyways, I need you to help me. We just murdered them. I know, but they went. So my demon wants this to happen.
Yeah.
Scrungy's really got a hold on me.
We'll have to, I guess, figure that out. Next episode. Do you guys have like thoughts of where you want to leave your character going into the final episode? Or
No.
how you want to leave your character?
I have no idea.
I think this just the happenings is what happens.
You're along
It's
for
always
the ride?
weird with limited time stuff because you don't want to like, no, all this stuff happens and it's a happy ending. A lot of ways that way. I feel like it's just better to go like, hey, if this happens, we have some ideas of like maybe what I'd like to bring out if I can. But if you force it too much, it just feels really unnatural. And I feel like the audience feels that. And then it just makes for a shittier show.
Mhm.
So given the choice between doing that and forcing it and letting stuff happen naturally, but maybe not getting to the stuff that you wanted to get to, and also though you just talked about the potential of coming back for different stuff, you can always explore it potentially later. And that keeps people kind of on the hook and wanting to see more of the characters. So
Yeah. I think, like, I'm not going to speak for Bronze, but my understanding is that Bronze created the city. So that's kind of where you exist when you're
Mhm.
not on the show. So you're doing
Yeah.
something in the city.
That would make sense.
Right.
So like LOG is becoming a frond vendor and just raking in the
Yeah.
cash, selling fronds to
That
everyone.
would be funny. You come
Yeah.
back and then all of a sudden
A
the
frond farm.
fennel frond business has gone really well.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
LG's just like her and Sable are just rich as hell. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Gary guards the garden.
God, I really want to go. I want to go back and give Gary that potion just to like see what happens. It'd be really fun.
Be
In an
hilarious if you
anthology show
broke
like
it.
this, I feel like the fun of it is your character can who cares what happens to your character? It's like fun and it's cute and you can do whatever. But leaving little tidbits in the world for the next group and the group after that and the group out, that's fun. And for me, I like to make it really ridiculous. So that's why we have
like that death flower, the corpse
Scribbity-dee
flower.
or whatever the hell I named that thing. So,
Scribbity-dee.
Oh, yeah,
just
Skibbity-dee.
leaving like little like, all right, now if you want to use that, like someone could be like, yeah, that's my patron saint. There you go. Enjoy. Have fun. And who cares?
I need to write that down because my idea with we can talk about that for a second with the tales for the College of Spirits Bard is that those tales are specific to the characters and not necessarily to the world. But if you want to go with
I made it specific to the world.
If you want to go with the twist that they're specific to the world, then I'm down.
Oh yeah, no. I want to like that's every time I can drop like that's a thing that happened and this is another thing in this world. I hope someone uses that one day. It's it's just whatever.
Let me make a note. Skibidi. How to say it one more time?
Spriggity
D. Sorry,
Spriggity D. The sparrow. Yeah, because Bronn said that there was a turtle god, right? So now there's a turtle god, and there's also Spriggity D the sparrow, and because at the end of the day, I feel like in a show like this, in a campaign like this, we're all just kind of living this world. So the world is kind of the star. And so when the world expands and gets cooler and more stuff happens in it, whatever the 5th campaign is, they're going to have a ton of cool stuff to work with. And so, I think that's kind of fun.
Yeah. Hopefully I guess I could just cast a bunch of Tales from Beyond next episode to help round out that the lexicon of the tales.
Yeah.
Because we've got the clever animal. We've got beloved friends, although we already kind of determined that was me and Red at one point, or at least we had that spell cast.
I think so.
The renowned duelist, the runaway, the avenger, which we did, the traveler, the beguiler, the phantom, the brute, the dragon, the angel, and the mindbender. So
there's a lot of fun stuff there.
Yeah. Or we just leave it up to future bards for the spirits of College of Spirits to do what they want with it there. Create their own stuff. Might go down that path. We'll see. I don't know if we actually have to set in stone how all that's handled. That maybe goes against the nature of the show. But anything else you guys want to bring up? Are we good? Should we let Anne go and heal in the worlds of Tarkov?
I'm gonna lay down first.
Oh, good. Lay down.
Good plan.
Yeah.
Tarkov.
Just go exist for a while without having to do anything.
Yeah, Tarkov later, but I'm gonna lay down first because the drops are in 12-hour windows, but they did it based on Russia time, like St. Petersburg or something, and so it's 5 p.m. for me till 5 a.m. But I'm not gonna. Most people are doing that where they start at 5 and then they
Tarkov
go
stream.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people streaming really late.
The drops are wild. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm too sick to do that. So
it's wild to pop it in that directory and you tune into someone who's got 140,000 viewers. And it's wow, this person's got 140K. How long have they been live? 47 hours. Wow, that seems miserable. I don't think I would do that for 10,000 viewers. I'm not built like that anymore. It's been too long. So, yeah.
Yep.
I don't think I was ever built like that. That's just crazy.
No, I always struggled with 24-hour streams. So I will stream for a couple hours, and that will be it.
I stopped doing those now. I do 2 blocks of 12 hours if I'm going to do a 24-hour thing. Yeah. And then it splits it up into 2 days. It's just the better way to do it, I think.
I agree.
It's healthier.
I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, anyways, we'll wrap up the post show there. Next week, we'll have our final post show after our final show, episode 7, Crew 1. We'll see what happens. We'll see if Anne's going to save me or just leave me dead. Find out next week on Last Call.
Depends on how many times you say Riz.
She was down. She was down with it, and now she's being overused. Now we got to dial back the Riz.
I flip block. I say it for jokes, and then when other people say it and keep saying, I'm like, ugh, the worst. Am I right? Even though I brought it up.
Find out next week if Jesse Cox discovers what the Riz is.
I still don't have a clue.
That's your homework.
That's your homework.
You don't have to do it.
Just go to Urban Dictionary. That's probably the only place that'll classify it.
I didn't do homework when it was graded. I'm not going to do this. Come on now.
True. All right, we're out of here.
You might get a present.
Who?
Oh, I'm not
Oh.
going to give him. Are you giving him a present?
Shut up. I'm just keeping him. Ooh, though,
I do
maybe.
like presents. I love
Maybe
a present.
It might
All right,
happen.
I'm gonna hit you with the.
See you guys next week. We're out of here. I don't have a free. Hold on. We got to do this. I'm doing everything left-handed now. This is very impressive.